Hi, I'm Susan for SusanWinter.net. Thank you so much for coming to this channel and thank you for joining me. You know, there's been a lot of discussion about hot and cold, and I think we're very clear on the patterns and what they mean, and especially the kind of people that would engage in that. So it was interesting when I had a new client that contacted me because she had a fear about her partner moving into a hot and cold kind of situation with her. And like about 60% of the consults that I get, the initial concern or what the person, the client, thinks is the problem isn't really even the problem. So what appeared to be hot and cold in this case was not. It looked like it because there was distancing, but what you had was not a partner who couldn't care less. You didn't have a person who was confused. You didn't have a person who wanted to play at love but not be activated by love. You know, you didn't have a game. What you had was a partner that got hurt by an action which created a reaction where they retracted, pulled back. Then she reacted to his reaction, so she pulled back. Then he saw her reaction and thought this is a double pullback. So do you see how this goes on and on? It's not really hot and cold. So lots of times you may find yourself, even with a new person, you think it's hot and cold. But let us be very aware that it could be reactivity to being spooked, startled. And we get miffed. You know, take, for example, a new relationship and you get a text message every morning. Then one day there's a break in the pattern. There's no text message. So as a new person feeling their way through a new relationship, you may start to think, is this something? Does this mean it's over? Was this just kind of a short ride? So you have a reaction. So maybe you don't reach out. Maybe you don't say anything about it. Maybe you just wait. And then your partner finally reaches out. And you know what? You give it an hour or two or a day. This starts a cycle. One person takes an action, the other person reacts, and you can grow further apart from each other. So it's really important when you see one of these dynamics happen, is you have to ask yourself what you know about the nature of your partner. If it's a real partner and they're committed and they get weird, maybe something happened, something that you're completely unaware of. I remember my girlfriend when she was first with her fiancé. She's high-strung, she's always on the go, and I think he must have sent her a text and she probably sent back a curt, quick text because she was going someplace and just like answering him and went. And so he, as a new guy, really emotionally involved, looked at this, he had a reaction because it was like, whoa, where did that come from? We might hurt our partner and we're not even aware of it. We might have an offense that they, whether it's their imagined offense or it's a real offense. So what real intimacy is that uncomfortable bit of holding hands with your partner and walking through these emotions that we have, whether it's abandonment, it's the fears that we have, remembrances of past relationships where we were harmed. So we might be seeing these ghosts of our past. Or we may be anticipating the other shoe to drop because we're in a relationship and it's really good. And that might be unusual and new for us. So while we have great language to identify hot and cold, window shopping, all these different things that we can claim and we can isolate and we know it when we see it, remember a lot of those are games. You could be, just give it a benefit of a doubt, in a relationship with somebody that had a reaction to a reaction, and now you're reacting to their reaction. If you think that's the case, calm down, reach out in a loving manner, see if that doesn't correct it. So many times I find myself giving the same information over and over again. When in doubt, apply love. It's the last thing we think about, don't we? We think of protecting ourselves, we think of being postured and powerful, but it in and of itself is a very powerful action. I hope this helps you. Sometimes it looks like hot and cold, but it is not. And what's required instead is an honest, sincere outreach of warmth and affection. And if you need to, talk about it. If you need to ask, is there something that is upsetting you? Anything you want to talk to me about? Because you know I care for you. When you layer your conversations with those things, people feel safe, okay? I hope this helps you. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These wonderful people, those of you that are coming to talk to me personally, wow, this is so cool. Magnify and through my consultation page. I love it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for entrusting me with your questions. And I wish you very well this week and have a happy week of loving and feeling confident and empowered. Thank you.